So from my last video, you've seen this, my classic Mini. And before I talk about why, let's start from the beginning.
Today is a beautiful day. Have a beautiful day.
Me bum!
We're gonna go pick up the Mini. I'm really excited for this, I can't lie. At the house now, I just gotta get some things prepped before we leave and then we can go. I've been waiting for this day for probably about 3 months. Put in my final payment again 3 months ago. Was just waiting on the guy to get all the parts and everything that we purchased with the car sorted out. But I'm excited. I really don't know what parts it's coming with. I primarily bought it for the shell. So I'm just gonna go there and see. I'm gonna take you guys with me and see what's going on. All right, we're at the guy's house now. He's not here, so I guess we're gonna have to wait a little bit, but I don't mind. I should probably go look for the car. I don't know where it is.
All right, so after much time, she's finally home. That was a lot of effort, I can't lie. That was a lot of effort, but big project on this one. So with all of that, why did I choose a classic Mini Cooper as my first project car? And I've really come to one conclusion, and that's Mr. Bean. So let me explain. When I was younger, I loved watching Mr. Bean, and I loved cars, and I loved his Mini, so I would always watch Mr. Bean. I thought the shows were funny. And then when I was starting to get older, I started to realize that the Mini was created to solve fuel shortages, and I thought the story was so cool behind it. And then it became such an icon, not only in Mr. Bean, but in real life. You'll never see a Mini on the road and not instantly know what it is. And basically, all of that is why I won't be restoring this car to its former glory. That's also why I have this. So this is a Mark I AW11 MR2. Now this MR2 has quite clearly had better days, but I don't really care about the car as a whole, but I do care about what powers it. In this car is a 16-valve 4A GE, which makes a breathtaking 112 horsepower. Yeah. Now I know it's not loads, but with stock internals, these engines are known to make over 200 horsepower with some modifications. One of those modifications being a box. In this box sits an SC12 supercharger that came factory on these same 4A GEs, but called a 4A GZE. And with this combination with the 4A GE and this supercharger, I'm looking to make around 180 to 210 horsepower, according to ChatGPT. Now you might be saying that that's a lot of power to be put into two tiny 5-inch wide tires. And to that I would be saying yes, that is, but I don't intend on putting 5-inch tires back on the car. I'm planning on putting probably like 15 205s on the car, because it is a lot of power to be put into the back wheels. And yes, I said the back wheels. I would be taking the mid-engine rear-wheel drive layout straight out of the MR2 and putting it into the Mini, putting the engine behind me. So this car would be a rear-mounted mid-engine rear-wheel drive 4A GE supercharged Mini Cooper. Yeah, that's kind of long. Now I know that I'm defying quite a few of my own rules, especially keeping it simple. This by no means will be a simple build, especially with the plans that I have for the car. But honestly, I don't care. I think that I was mainly focusing on one point, and that was being original. I really want to defy the rules and be original with the build. Now, this project for me really has been a consideration for the last 5 years. Since COVID happened, I was looking at doing builds on a Mini Cooper, and I originally had a couple of ideas in mind, putting a Hayabusa engine in it or something else. I wasn't sure, but when I realized that I had this car at my disposal, I'd seen one or two be done. Now, was it going to be this one specifically? I didn't know. I just always thought it was cool, and I wanted to do a project like this at some point during my life, and I decided that there was no point in waiting around. Let's do it now. Whoa, what the hell? I'm really looking forward to the process of starting this build and figuring out what it takes to build a car at this level. Now, before we start this build, we do have a couple of other projects to complete. Projects like this, those projects also will be uploaded, so stay tuned for a couple of other surprises sprinkled throughout the way on this project and others. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. Now, before this video ends, I do want to go in depth a little with the purpose and reason for this car and this channel as a whole. But let's start with the car. This car will not be a show car, nor a race car, nor a street car. It'll be all of them, although definitely leaning towards a race and street car. I'm a driver. I don't think cars should be put into a museum, never to drive, just to be looked at, and never appreciated for what they were built for, to be driven. So, to say the least, this car will be driven, and it'll be driven hard. But at the same time, I do think that part of the enjoyment is looking at your hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears you put into the car. And I have so many plans to throw some curveballs into this project, more than it already is. But now, onto this channel. This for me is a passion project, and honestly I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I finally took the leap to go and do it. So watch me do what I love doing through these videos and grow not only the channel but me as a person through cars, motorsport, and whatever I end up doing in the future. Leave any suggestions for what you'd like to see on the channel in the future in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. It means more than you think to have support on this project. All my social media pages are in the description and on screen. See you in the next one.